unlike the Americans, we don't have a written pledge that guarantees our right to the pursuit of happiness. But over time, I think we've evolved. I think it's now generally agreed that while the founders of the Canadian state were a little slack in spelling things out, the ordinary Canadian has determined that a morning visit to Tim Hortons and the prospect of the first fresh Boston cream donut makes up for any defects in our Constitution and places the pursuit of happiness right where it should be, in the salivating reach of all. We Canadians hold this truth to be self-evident, that the Boston cream donut is the acme of human civilization as we know it, and that the only experience better than an early coffee and a Boston cream is an early coffee and 2 Boston creams. Isn't mathematics wonderful? The Boston cream donut, paradise with a chocolate coating. Now, I've seen people at Tim Hortons who've actually ordered a Danish, but they were, the people I mean, Danish. Once I've even seen a guy ask for the tea biscuit, but that doesn't count. I think he was a nutritionist. However, there's alarming news on the Timmy's front. Back home in St. John's, I hear some cabal is trying to ban the Tim Hortons drive-thrus, trying to slow access to Tim Hortons in Newfoundland. Shut down the seal hunt, why don't you? Ban flipper pie. Make accordion playing a public offense. What is going on in my home and native land? Have they all become Diana Krall fans? Mark my word, this is the Chapters crowd with their Starbucks Emporia and their chicken soup for the soul literature and those inedible splodges Chapters Starbucks offer in the place of the honest donut. Have you ever tried to eat anything at a Starbucks? That crowd are either all come from a ways or they should be. Furthermore, what's this prissy attitude about Tim Horton drive-thrus? Too down market for you? Too pickup truck? Too Don Cherry? Michael Ignatieff, I hope you're paying attention here. But there's a bigger issue. We're about to throw $100 billion or so out the window in the next federal budget. Now there's your drive-thru for businesses that don't work. And here's the one business in Canada up to its knees in cash, the most loyal clientele on the face of this hungry earth, and some damn town councils want to see if they can knock it down. Have you seen the boat that the guy who used to own Tim Hortons just launched? He's not going to be looking for a bailout unless it's from the marble hot tub. Canada may be defined as a vast geographical expanse only variegated by Tim Hortons outlets, our coffee shop parliaments, which offer coffee in cup sizes people can actually understand, where white sugar is not a crime, and where the person serving you, thank God, would die if you called her a barista. Canada is one huge drive-through for Tim Hortons. So it's bad enough we're in a recession depression. It's bad enough Stephen Harper has been scared into opening the federal spigot on January 27 in a way we haven't seen in a generation. But for God's sake, there's only one thing still working in this country: Tim Hortons. Leave it alone. If you have to read Wally Lamb or The Life of Pi next to the Oprah's pick stand, you know where to go. But leave Tim Hortons out of it. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.